Welcome back to Prevent-a-Thon 4. We are here raising money for Little Warriors, a Canada-based charity focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. We're already at 578 Canadian dollars, and we're only halfway through day 2. Let's keep the momentum going, everyone. I am your host, Selkuth Mind, and I am excited to be here for these next 2 cozy runs. Get your drinks and snacks ready, get cozy, and get ready for more wonderful runs. And speaking of those wonderful runs, the one that's coming up after this one, Little Gator Game has an incentive open right now. It's a bid war to name Little Gator. What's Little Gator's name going to be? There is a character limit of 15, so any name that is 15 characters or shorter is permitted, but right now, there's no names available. Uh-oh, we can't have that. We need a name for Little Gator. So, as little as $1 can get a name in for consideration for naming Little Gator. So, exclamation mark donate in chat, scroll down, assign your donation towards that incentive, put in the name that you would like to see, and let's get Little Gator named. But with that being said, I hope you like Dragons and Eggs, chat, because it's time for Cavern of Dreams, all eggs run by Mouse. Good luck and have fun.
Thank you, Sel. Hi, I'm Mouse, or Mouseshy, and this is Cavern of Dreams, a cute little retro-style 3D collectathon platformer that released last year. On the title screen, we see our main character here, Finn. He's a baby dragon. He's also part bouncy ball. Time will start not when I select the save file, but after the loading screen when the game world first appears. I'll try to give a rough countdown. But also, before we get started, 3Pup, would you like to introduce yourself? I have 3Pup on comms here with me.
Hi, yes, yeah, I'm 3Pup. I'm so excited we can get to collect some eggs and hang out with best boy Finn.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. It was close.
Oh, alrighty. So yeah, as mentioned, this category is all eggs. Eggs are the main collectible for the game, and on top of being our main collectible, they also will help us unlock movement abilities. So right now, Mouse is going off to go collect the first egg of the run, which will, on top of just getting us closer to finishing, will also give us our most important movement ability, the tail. It gives Finn a tail, which can do lots of things, but most importantly, it will give us the ability to super bounce. You'll see that in just a moment, coming up right here.
Yeah, this is the first super bounce. It gets us way up here.
Yeah. House will be using that super bounce quite a lot throughout the run. It just lets them skip lots of puzzles and other platforming challenges that otherwise would take a lot of time.
It's like, puzzle? Nah, just bounce over it.
Yeah.
Tail is also useful for getting a little speed boost while you're rolling if you hit the ground while holding the roll button.
Yes, and then right here, Mouse is actually diving down, which actually extends out Finn's hitbox so that Finn can actually clip into this door early and skip another puzzle.
We just picked up some fish food, which we need to give to Shell Nerd over here. And normally there's a cutscene when we talk to Shell Nerd, but we can also skip it by hitting him and interacting with him at the same time. We're going to do it again right here with this gravestone.
Yeah, normally the effects of skipping the cuts, like if a cutscene opens a door, that door will not be open until we do a scene transition, but thankfully we're going into this sunken church right now, which will count and will progress the, scene to the cutscenes that we skipped.
So we're flipping some statues here around in order to open the secret door. You might have seen me kind of hit that statue really quickly out of a roll, and that hits, when you do it like that, it hits the statue multiple times really quickly, and in this case it ended up in the right position, but it doesn't necessarily need to. It just needs to be in that position for a moment in order to trigger the completion.
And then as we grab the next couple of eggs here, just want to note that there will be some puzzles we'll be solving throughout the game, but there is no RNG in the puzzles, so Mouse already knows the solutions to all these puzzles, so it's pretty easy to just go bop, 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 collect the egg, But in this case, we're not getting it. Mouse is actually going to go forward a little bit further to grab some more stuff and then grab this egg on the way out.
And once again, we are bouncing to skip doing things. Normally you're supposed to grab some boots back there, and they're kind of like hover boots from Ocarina of Time, and you have to like find the right place to hover from to get up here, or you can just bounce.
Yeah, again, that super bounce is just very powerful.
And another thing about Finn's movement is he's very slippery. It can be hard to actually get him to go with the direction you want to, or get into small spaces like that one. He likes to bonk, and yeah, especially when he really gets going. Something I don't think we've noticed yet is those red sparkles trailing behind Finn. Those indicate Finn's momentum, and we want to try and maintain that as much as possible, while still being able to control him, of course.
And yeah, here sometimes when Mouse will super bounce, you'll actually see them pause the game. That will actually cancel Finn's vertical momentum and just, cancel out of an animation a little bit quicker.
Now we're going to do a fancy little jump in water here. Big bounces.
Please make special note of all of the cutest sounds that Finn is making. Finn is just the most adorable.
We have another quick little cutscene coming up here. So there's a cutscene that triggers when you enter this area, but if you collect a collectible card like that, it's like at the same place as the cutscene would normally trigger, and you can use the text box from collecting your first collectible card to skip the cutscene. And also we just super bounce through the floor of that little house there to collect that egg.
Mm-hmm.
So after we collect this little egg here, we are going to do a save and quit, which gives us a convenient little teleport back to the main hub area where we're going to talk to Sage, and Sage is going to give us wings and a tail.
Yes, the wings especially will be very important a little bit later, but we'll talk about that more. And they give us the ability to glide. Gliding's cool, but in particular there's some cool movement tech we'll see a little bit later in the run. And as we get into this next area, we're actually going to get our first look at Luna, our antagonists for the game, the character that stole all the eggs, painted them, we're trying to get them back. And also, thanks to all your great, wonderful donations, we'll also get to give her a hug later.
Yeah, she really needs one. She's had a rough time of it. And something that you might see me do sometimes instead. So now, since we have our wings, we don't need to do the pause, unpause to cancel vertical velocity. We can just start and cancel glide really quick instead. And that'll accomplish the same thing. It's a little faster and easier to do.
And normally this entrance that Mouse is taking is actually a shortcut from the other direction into the final area of the game, but super bounce, go burr, and you can just skip back into the final level. It's great.
And since we're in the Luna's castle / gallery of nightmares, all these paintings around here are painted by Luna. She's an artist. But yeah, we were just in the sewers there. And now, could you talk a little bit about air swimming?
Yes, so, swimming functions like you normally expect, but in this case, if Finn is to leave the water from the side while swimming downward, he can actually continue to swim into the air, which will actually allow Mouse to swim upwards through the air into a sub-area a little bit early. And that sub-area is the Pits of Despair. Normally, Finn can breathe underwater just fine, but in this particular area, something is up, and Finn is slowly, finding it harder and harder to breathe. So we actually have a pretty strict time limit on solving the puzzles. Thankfully, Mouse knows where they're going and can solve these puzzles in a timely manner. But yeah, if you take too long, then you lose a life and have to actually restart from the beginning of this area, and that's not great.
So we need to hit 3 green switches in here in order to access the egg and leave this area. We just did one at the bottom of that scritch pit there. Now we just need to do a tile flip puzzle, which, once again, all the puzzles are the same every time, so I just know the solution here. And, So, like what was already said, I know where I'm going, but the timer's actually pretty tight casually. Like, it took me 2 tries. First time I was playing through this game. Because there's a lot of, like, dead ends and loops you can get stuck in. And, you know, we're on a time limit, so this gate needs to open very slowly.
Oh yeah, I love agonizingly slow, like, bridges and gates and stuff. He's like, I don't want to go.
Don't they know it's a speed run?
Yeah, come on.
Now we're gonna go say hi to Haha over here by the last switch.
Yeah, just a quick little blurb about Haha. Poor little guy. He just wants to laugh alongside someone, but its dangerously toxic skin means it rarely gets the chance. Poor thing.
And if you do go and try to give Haha a little pet, it does knock you out, and then you have to start the area over again, which isn't great.
Alas.
But now we've grabbed the egg. This area is cleansed. See, Finn is happy now. That face in the background is happy too. But the happiness will be short-lived because Finn will leave this exit here and then suddenly remember he is in the Gallery of Nightmares.
Yeah, I love this game. It's like just so cute, but also has like locations like the Pits of Despair and the Gallery of Nightmares. Love a good contrast.
So now we're going to grab an egg in this flooded basement here and say hi to Jacob. There's Jacob.
Hi, Jacob.
Jacob doesn't do anything other than sit there and wiggle menacingly. Doesn't hurt you. If you touch him, it doesn't knock you back or anything. Just a little friend down in the basement. So now we're going to grab our first throwable item here. So throwable items, this one we're going to throw at a painting out over here to open a couple doors. But the thing about throwables is you only get one chance at throwing them. If I miss, I have to go back to where I originally collected and collect it again. And also the throw button is the same as my tail attack button, which both makes it really easy to accidentally throw it and also limits my movement options while I'm holding something. And there'll be a couple of those through the run, mostly here, I think. And that egg in the middle there's fake. If you try to grab it, Luna will pop out of nowhere and be like, ha ha ha, and then drop you to the sewers, which we don't want.
Yeah, definitely don't. We were just there. We don't need to be back there.
Yeah.
I also do love Luna's commentary throughout as you find the eggs.
Yeah.
She's
I totally cheated. I already knew where everything was. Alright, now we're coming up on a bit of a little scary section of the run for me. Scary both because for some reason Luna decided to glue eyeballs to these statues, which is scaring poor Rattles in the middle here. He is very self-conscious and does not like being stared at by the eyeball bikinis here. I don't blame him. But also in the water there are whirlpools. So if I fall in the water and get sucked down one of those whirlpools, it just takes me to the sewers, which I don't want to be in the sewers anymore.
Yeah, we've been there. We're good. We're just trying to get our brothers and sisters back and get out of here.
So when I'm gliding long distances like that, you'll actually a lot of times see me do what's called fast gliding, which while doing a glide after doing a little swoop like this, and then canceling and restarting the glide, Finn flaps forward and falls down slower, but goes forward. Basically, it cancels Finn's vertical velocity, but maintains his forward momentum so that I can go further faster while gliding. And then here in the Wastes of Eternity, there's I think the puzzle is you have to follow the dead trees, they're pointing certain ways, and it'll point you to the egg, or you can just already know where the egg is.
Yeah.
And now would be a good time, Sel, if you have anything you'd like to share with us.
Absolutely. I have really exciting news. First and foremost, we have hit $653. Donations have just been pouring in. That Little Gator game Bid War has had some love. We have 3 options right now. Whittle Gator, Cute Game Smiley Face, and CR8, which is in the lead by $3. And thanks to our donators. That is $5 from Anonymous, with no comment, but thank you so much for that donation to Little Warriors. And then we have $35 from Trainer Anade, who says, the promised donation from 1 death and 1 character reset. Keep donating for a good cause, y'all. Less than 3. And $35 from Aria. Here's my donation for the reset and death. Let's keep pushing these bid wars. Indeed, let's keep pushing them. Let's keep going for those incentives. Thank you all so much for your generosity.
Thank you for those lovely donations.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, so we're grabbing this egg here from throwing the wings that we were using at that portrait. And yeah, we figured that out by accident. Thanks, Luna. And then we're going to go visit the Coils of Agony. Such a lovely place. I think normally you're supposed to go grab the glider item again to get over there, but you can also just, super bounce.
Once again, the power of the super bounce. Just another little fun note to keep track of as Mouse goes and collects all these eggs. Luna did paint all of the eggs, and I believe they all have unique designs. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're like vaguely themed around where you find them.
Yeah, cool part about the Coils of Agony is like it's all snake themed, right? But it's like also a coil.
Mm-hmm.
So like in terms of like platforming and skipping and stuff, we can do lots of super bounces to just jump up entire sections.
I like the snake waterfalls. With those
yeah,
snake falls, I guess.
This entire level is just gorgeous in terms of design to me. I just like the snake motif.
Finn's having a rough time, but it's okay.
Poor little guy.
Thankfully, you can cancel the knockback on getting hit there by pausing and unpausing. Otherwise, we might get knocked into the void there. And now that we've cleansed this area, the snakes are blowing bubbles instead of fire. And now...
Yeah, I guess on that note, just to mention, Finn is actually not a fire dragon. He is a water dragon.
Oh yeah, there's a water bubble ability that you can get, that we aren't going to get because we don't need it, and it's slow to grab from stage, but it lets him breathe little bubbles of water at things. So we're coming up here on the last egg of the final area. We still have 19 more eggs after this, though, don't worry.
Yeah, another one of those picked up and throwable items, and Mouse has to make sure not to throw it, accidentally somewhere else, or else we have to go back and grab it again.
Oh, Luna made that easy on purpose. That was nice of her. Alright, and now we're going to take a little shortcut over here to the Airborne Armada, where we'll meet Mr. Carrington. 3Pup, would you like to read Mr. Carrington's blurb?
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Carrington was a machine built for war by a forgotten race, but he was abandoned after he refused to hurt anyone. What a good guy, Mr. Carrington.
Yeah, now he's a bit grumpy, understandably so. But we're going to freeze friends here real quick. Presumably Luna, trapped in these tanks. I don't know, Dumpling looks like they're having a good time in there.
Look at the little dumpling, the little smiley face.
So those little red guys on the wall there, normally you're supposed to throw bottles of medicine at them to cure them so that Mr. Carrington will feel better, and then he will let you into the control room over here. We're not going to do that. Hopefully Finn's not a doctor. Carrington should see a doctor about that. But instead we're going to super bounce over and tilt the ship to the side. So we tilt the ship to the side in order to give us access to an upcoming egg and a few eggs that we wouldn't otherwise be able to get. But generally, tilting the ship actually makes our life more difficult because it turns out Finn bounces a little unpredictably when everything is slanted. But that's okay, we can work with that. Bounce off Dumpling here. We're going to enter Mr. Carrington's heart chamber, as you do. So here there's normally a puzzle where you hit the switches in a certain order, or, super bounce. And then Finn's gonna go for a quick swim. It's fine. He's fine.
Oh no.
See, he's fine.
Oh, okay.
Alright. And these little scritches, I think their lore is they're here to scratch Mr. Carrington's back, which is really nice. They scratch a little aggressively for me. They knock you across the room.
do just love that we have the personification of everything in this game.
Mhm.
This game's cute. Have I said that? The game's cute.
It's super cute. Everything has eyes for some reason. Let's see. Alright, so now we are coming up on that egg that we tilted the ship for. So we tilted the ship so that we could get in a roll attack state to break through this window while also holding the medicine bottle. And then since the ship is tilted, we can climb up the spine of this wing here with the medicine bottle into here. Something smells good. Oh no!
Oh no!
It's fine. It's fine. We got medicine. So there's two ways you can solve this problem. You can either throw a bottle of medicine at it, which we just did, or you can use the water bubble ability we talked about earlier on it. But as we mentioned before, I don't pick that up in this route because it's a little slow. And
yeah, this hook here is sitting right on the tail, but Mouse does have to be a little bit careful here because like the way the tilt of Mr. Carrington can make it easy to fall off.
And if you fall off, you can actually fall off mid-egg collection cutscene. And if you do that, Finn will, during the cutscene, fall down through the death plane without triggering it. And then you're kind of stuck down there because the death plane didn't trigger. And you have to kind of go up the side of the level geometry to find the death plane. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. As we collect the last couple of eggs here on Mr. Carrington, we'll head on over to our host for any messages.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. You are watching Prevent-a-Thon for raising money for Little Warriors, a Canada-based charity focused on the prevention and treatment of child sexual abuse. And I have some really exciting news because along with hitting that $650 raised, we also completed the VGM and Friends Encore set for Amplitude, part of our rhythm block coming up later tonight, which means we have another incentive open now for Amplitude. It's going to be the Let It Roll incentive. So what this means is a tea tree, rather than having a pre-chosen set list, is going to roll a die, which is going to determine which songs they play in the set list. So it's going to make it extra chaotic, but extra fun. So if you want to see that, get your donations in for that. We also still have that bid war open for Little Gator Game. There's 3 names that are suggested right now, but you could easily donate $10 and pick a different name of one of your suggestions. So !, donate in chat, get you a link, and every dollar goes to our wonderful charity, Little Warriors.
Thank you, so. So just a moment ago, you might have seen, we went back to Lost Leaf Lake for a moment to knock an apple out of a tree. There was a reason for that. I wasn't just doing it for fun, I promise. It'll be relevant in a moment. But yeah, so here we're in Prismic Palace, and it's generally icy and snowy, but it's extra icy right now because the main character in this area, Lady Opal, is mad because Luna stole her eggs. So we have to go find Lady Opal's eggs so that Lady Opal will unfreeze the area.
So we have to find someone else's eggs in order to find our own eggs.
Also, the apple is over there for some reason.
Oh hey,
It's very convenient.
extra dimensional apples. You love to see.
That's called apple displacement. Basically, I think how it works is that it affects not only apples, but anything that you kind of spawn in, but it's mostly just apples. If you like drop it to the ground, don't pick it up, and then go to another area, it'll appear on a spot, which I'm guessing somehow correlates with where it was on its original map. And that can be convenient for getting that apple in particular, because you need to feed the gobbler there.
Shoutouts to the gobbler! Exclamation point.
Yeah, exclamation point. That's important.
The gobbler's just like me. I also have a fiendish sweet tooth.
And take a nap after eating an apple.
Yeah, I can see that.
Alright. So now we're entering the lore room here. I think the lore is there was an ancient king here. I'm guessing that's him right there, and he opens some magic box right there, some Pandora's box situation. I don't know, I'm just here for the egg.
Yeah, we're just here to get the egg and get out, alright?
This is creepy. Finn's unhappy with this. You can see his eyes when he's in there.
Finn is also a speedrunner. Just wants to get the run over and get out.
I mean, do you see how fast he goes? Of course he's a speedrunner. So we're skipping an annoying to navigate ramp with urchins and mushrooms by super bouncing up onto the terrain there and doing a glide into the observatory, where we need to align the stars in a certain way.
Yeah. Not one of those puzzles that Mouse just knows the solution to.
It's a dragon. I love the little like dragon seahorses that are floating around.
Yeah, just a cute little like 2D sprites of them flying around everywhere.
How do you feel about slides, 3Pup?
I love slides. Ah, that's a good slide.
So for this next egg, we're going to do a big bounce off of this mushroom right here by horn attacking it.
Whee!
And then at the peak, we start fast gliding, and that lets us skip a lot of stuff interior to the palace in order to get up on the roof and grab this egg. Okay. And then from there we can hit this switch, which lets us skip a little bit of a platforming challenge.
Also, I just love the music in this level. It's so nice and pleasant.
And now we're going to help Mr. Big Star here. He is stuck to the ground, so we need to give him some acupuncture in order to help him get out off the ground. It's fine. Those are hours of relief. And there he goes.
Goodbye. He's off to his own planet.
He's actually like still in the sky, and after you collect all 40 eggs, you unlock the ability to kind of fly semi-freely, and you can fly up there and he talks to you a little. I can't remember what he says. He says something about the weather, I think. So for this next egg, we need to unlock a door by swimming through some hoops, and then we're going to dodge a couple of Porygon-looking little critters who are trying to shoot us with hyper beams to get an egg. Normally you can deactivate the laser guys by hitting a switch in the palace above us, and also you can drop some columns down to make the platforming easier, but that is slow, so we just do big jumps here.
Those are Porygon-looking creatures. Interesting.
It's a little tight, so sometimes it takes a couple tries here. And then we'll do our final save and quit of the run here. So now we're just going to do a little bit of cleanup. 3 more eggs. And we are going to actually confront the first intended obstacle of the game, the mighty wall here. You're supposed to come up here and hit him as soon as you get your tail from Sage, but we just super bounced through the waterfall in the beginning, so we didn't have to deal with him. But, yeah. And we'll see Luna one more time here. She can actually hit you during that cutscene, which is why I hugged the left a little while I was going through there. It'll knock you back. And there's nothing really new going on with these next couple of eggs, so if you have anything you would like to share.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to remind people about that bid war for Little Gator game. We are trying to decide what Little Gator's name is going to be. Right now, there are 3 options that have been donated for. A CR8 with $8 to it, and then Cute Game Smiley Face and Little Gator tied at $5, which means, chat, it wouldn't be very hard to suggest a different name. Even $10 would get you a different name in the lead, or to donate to Cute Game Smiley Face or Little Gator and get that one up in the lead. And of course, every donation goes towards hitting that milestone. We're trying to reach $1,025 to unlock a bonus run, Spin Rhythm XD, as part of our rhythm block. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. That's a fantastic game. So get your donations in.
I'm sorry for
everything goes towards
interrupting
that.
here, but
Go
time
ahead.
is coming up as soon as I touch this last egg here. Real quick. And time.
Woo.
All right.
GG.
So that was all eggs. And yeah. We did meet that incentive, right?
We did.
All right. Okay, well, while I am going over there to start doing that, I prepared a different save file for this because for all eggs, normally you do not collect all the things that you need in order to confront Luna, and collecting those things is a little time consuming. So I have a separate save file here for this. But yeah, so for Hug Luna, we are going to be doing the final boss confrontation with Luna, who's been stealing our eggs. In order to break open her door in the castle, we had to hatch our siblings and feed them a bunch of mushrooms. We're going to break open this door here and say hi to her. But what's really sweet about this little bit is that you don't like defeat Luna, you just give her a hug. Because she needs a hug.
Yeah, just to give a little bit of lore about Luna and why she needs hugs so much. She first was an orphan, but then Sage adopted her, only to later abandon her. So heartbroken, she later turned to art to express her anguish. So really, she just needs a hug.
And this is the only time that Finn has dialogue in the game, coming up right here.
Oh no!
Finn's fine. He's used to falling.
Yeah, he has part bouncy ball after all.
So now Luna's angry and she's gonna cackle menacingly while going back to where Sage and our siblings are, which is concerning. And yeah, oh no, Luna has put everyone in crystals. Talk to Sage here. And they will open a portal here where we can fight Luna. Oh, but our baby siblings are awakened.
The little black eyes of the babies are so good.
Alright, so now we got this kind of floating platforming challenge / gauntlet that we have to complete while Luna shoots magic balls of sadness at us. In order to defeat her, we have to collect our baby siblings that are along this little thing here. And you can actually hit these balls back at her like this, which can be good right there specifically, because otherwise it's kind of hard to get up that hill. And then we've got some extra large scritches to dodge. I love these guys. I am kind of cheesing this a little by doing fast gliding, but that's fine.
Yeah, we're going fast.
Alright.
So is the goal to make her dizzy by spinning eggs around there?
Yeah, yeah, she gets disorientated by her siblings flying around.
That's great.
Alright, and then just one more here. Luna's, it's not fair, it's not fair. Everybody loves you, everyone thinks you're the greatest. Nobody likes me. Luna hugged.
Luna hugged. Thank you so much for your donations, everybody. That's such a great little note.
So adorable.
Alright, so I guess shout-outs. Firstly, shout-outs to 3Pup for doing commentary with me. It was really appreciated. Shout-outs to Sel for being a lovely host, and shout-outs to Prevent-a-Thon for having me on. Keep those donations coming for a great cause.
And yeah, I guess for me, first shout out to Mouse. This run's great. This game's great. It's not super expensive on Steam if you're interested. So I love supporting indie platformers and supporting indie games in general. I always recommend that. And then for me, you can find me on twitch.tv/3pup. You can also find me later this weekend here at Prevent-a-Thon running Arzette the Jewel of Faramore. So please tune in for that as well.
Looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Thank you both for being here, showcasing this adorable game and that wonderful incentive there to hug Luna. Thank you both so much. We are going to take a quick break, but don't go away. We have more cute games, more fantastic runs coming up, and plenty of more incentives for you to donate towards. We'll be back in just a moment. Let's give another round of applause to Mouse for that adorable run. But speaking of adorable, cute runs, we have Little Gator Game coming up, and there is a bid war for that one still open, but you don't have much time. You have like another 60 seconds maybe to get your donations in to decide the name for Little Gator. Right now, there are 3 options that have been suggested. Crate starting at $8. We have Cute Game Smiley Face at $5 and Whittle Gator also at $5. If you want to change what option is going to win, because right now it's going to be Crate, if you want a different name, you have just moments to get your donations in. ! Donate in chat. We'll take you to the link to do that. And just a quick little reminder of where our donations go to. All donations are going to Little Warriors. And the Little Warriors Brave Ranch program offers a 1-year combined on-site and outpatient program designed with significant input from many leading academic and clinical experts who specialize in child sexual abuse and trauma to create a specialized, intensive, trauma-informed, evidence-based treatment center focused on helping children, teens, and families who have been impacted by child sexual abuse trauma. They do such incredible, important work, and I know they appreciate every single dollar. I had the privilege of getting to go visit the Brave Ranch a couple weeks ago and meeting staff, and the appreciation they have for all of you here watching from wherever you're watching in the world is so high.